321. 2133. Yeah. Yeah. No, I can't. Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. That's fine, is it? Loud and clear. Hello, good evening, welcome everybody. Carnivalites, interested in CISP Carnival TV. This is our third broadcast. We're live tonight from the Highbridge Burnham-on-Sea Carnival 2015. This spectacular carnival's been going since 1967, in fact, and it in fact started right after the Second World War, originally to welcome the troops home from the Second World War. It was resurrected in 1967, and we're here with a few guests tonight, and we'll see a bit of what's going on, give you a little bit of information about this spectacular carnival. And my first guest tonight is Malcolm Borland, who is the president of the Highbridge Burnham-on-Sea Carnival. Can you tell us a bit about the carnival and how important it is to this community, Malcolm?
It's very important for this community. There's so many clubs involved, not necessarily in Burnham, but from outside the area, and people from Burnham support other clubs right round the county of Somerset.
And yourself personally, how did you get involved in this carnival and become president over the years?
Well, I've been through the line of control right from marshal right through to chairman and now president. In fact, put out grass. But I started by joining a social club and taking part in a charity cricket match. And somebody said, you ought to go in carnival with that costume, because it was all in fancy dress. So I made some inquiries, started. That was way back in the 70s.
Yeah, so from then you've been involved in various clubs walking around the carnivals?
No, I was an individual masquerader for quite a few years, and then I went on to the committee.
And what was your role as president of this carnival involved?
I'm just a figurehead, really. I get involved with the management of the committee and ensure that everything is run properly, but everyone has their own roles to perform, and my job is to be there so that they can come to me if they've got any queries, and hopefully with my experience I can help them with them and correct them.
Yeah, and this is the second carnival of the county circuit this year. What sort of challenges does this carnival involve, staging every year? One of the most spectacular in the whole country, in fact.
The main problem is the lineup, because we use a main road into Burnham and we have to put in lots of road diversions in the meantime. The general public are pretty amenable to that and quite helpful to us, so that helps us a lot. The actual procession, it's not a terribly long procession. Lots of clubs like it because it's nice and direct, and families like Burnham Carnival because it is a family atmosphere.
And it is. I've seen lots of people around here today staying in the local holiday camps, caravan parks. It is that sort of carnival, isn't it?
Yes, and they support us very highly as well.
And positively, what are you looking forward to particularly tonight after Bridgewater Carnival the other night?
I'm looking forward to a good collection, because our collection goes to charities, and the more we collect, the more we can give to local charities.
Yeah. And what was sort of the collection last year at this carnival?
Around about 11,000.
And the crowd is a lot more than that, so we're basically saying £1 a person.
That's right, yes. It doesn't take a lot, but a lot of people have got very deep pockets and very short arms.
So we've got to let you go, Malcolm, because you're actually heading up the procession. We'll see you on the DVD later on. You're leading the procession tonight.
That's right.
And all the best for the future of this carnival. Have a good night
tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Malcolm Borland. So that's the president of the Highbridge Burnham-on-Sea Carnival Committee. And we're going to get in a couple of other guests now. Barry and Anne Popham are going to come on through, and some other local legendary Highbridge Burnham-on-Sea Carnivalites, we'd think, and to talk to us a bit about the Highbridge Burnham-on-Sea Carnival. So thank you, Malcolm. You can head on to lead the procession. And we're bringing Barry and Anne Popham, who Carnivalites who have been involved in CISP over the last few years would have seen on camera before. Anne and Barry, you've lived in the area for many years, for all your lives probably. Yes, Anne, Anne, first of all, if you're watching this, you know the area, you'll know Anne and Barry Popham. Anne, tell us a bit about how this carnival started in the area, how it's developed over the years.
It used to be in Highbridge, and I think it was something like 1959, somewhere around there. It ceased to have a committee to run it, so it sort of disbanded for a few years, and they put all the trophies and things in the bank vaults. And then the Burnham Summer Carnival Committee applied to restart it, but because it had ceased being on the main A38, because it used to line up on the Artillery Arms, which is no longer there either. And they had to bring it into Burnham. So it started in Moorland Estate, and they came in along Highbridge Road, turned into Abingdon Street, and then up through the town and back along here. And then after that, when they ran out of space in Moorland Road because the carts got longer, higher, wider, they come in and brought it into the Saints area down by the hospital. And then they ran out of space again because there were so many driveways and cars, they had to split up. And then it moved down to where it is now. And it has sort of varied a little bit, but Love Lane was the first area it went to after the Saints. And long may it continue.
Barry, how important do you think it is to this particular community of Highbridge, Burnham-on-Sea?
Oh, I think it's very, very important, really. We used to look after the summer one as well. Go in the summer one, didn't we? And used to walk in that in the summer one, you know, and it's all part of it, really. The summer one used to be for the hospital, hospital funds, didn't it? Yeah.
I think we started by putting our son in it when he was 3. He was a cowboy playing a guitar. I think the guitar was taller than he was, but it was still fun.
And you two have both been involved in this carnival many times over the years?
Yes, quite a bit. Single masqueraders, yeah. Usually animal characters.
Yeah.
We pretty well walked all the carnivals around Somerset, haven't we? Yeah. Ilminster, Chardall, we used to walk all of them, you know. It was a bit of fun, you know.
And certainly, yeah.
Social life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very much.
And certainly fun. And kindly, you've provided us with some archive footage. Tell us a bit about this footage we're about to see in a minute that you've kindly provided SIS TV with.
Well, it's 1968, as far as I can remember. It started off with the Winter Carnival, and there was the Summer Carnival on there as well, and the Tiny Tots Parade. And I think we then went out to some of the other towns with it, because it's only, 3-4 minutes, isn't it, the old city films? And I found a lot more which Jeff has had, but I don't know whether he's actually put it onto a CD as yet.
And Barry, you've got a lot of this archive footage still in possession?
Yes, we still got a lot in the boxes we haven't even looked at yet, really. So we'll let Jeff look at it. He can sort it out better than us, because it takes a lot of, you know, electrical and technical work, isn't it? Sorting out old footages. So
and finally, before we look at this footage in a couple of seconds' time, what's your role tonight in this carnival?
Gonna
Watch it with the family.
Family, easy night tonight then, yeah. Well, we hope you have a good night, and we thank Anne and Barry for talking to us, and also for this footage that we're about to look at for a few minutes of the old carnivals from years gone by, 1950s, 1960s, that sort of era.
50s as
Nine,
well.
yeah.
I think that was one of ours.
Yeah.
Didn't you put that on the children's
that's
CD?
right, yeah, 50s and 60s. So we'll have a look at this now for a few minutes.
Oh, right.
This carnival we're looking at here, because the viewers can hear this.
This is the Tiny Tots Parade. Oh, it was the Tiny Tots Parade. This is lining up for the Burnham Summer Carnival. I think you'll find this might be the town band leading out. The fire engine. Rolf Whitting driving the Carnival Queen and her 3 attendants. Nice sunny day.
It's funny looking at this, so it looks, even though it's 30, 40 years ago, it looks very recent, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, almost 50 if you work it out, isn't it? This is Magic Roundabout. I think that was Rosewood Close Carnival gang doing that. Can't tell who all these walkers are. I actually found a 1968 entry form intact, which I let Jeff have. And you can see the difference in the price and appearance money on that, and the classes. And also, when you look at the cups that they're awarding, they're still awarding some of them today. So they're quite old, some of them. So they must be valuable, because I think silver was a little bit more worth more in those days.
It's interesting to look at this, and some of these young people in this carnival back then, 1968, could still be around involved today, perhaps.
Oh yeah, they'd be younger than we are. A lot of entries used to come in from Pontons at Brienne. They used to do decorated cars and things. With the harvest wagon.
Oh, Huntsville Harvest.
Yeah. There's the town band again. Same Carnival Queen, so it's the same year, just in a different possession.
Yeah. And where's this taking this down in the Highbridge town?
No, this is Burnham. This is all along the seafront.
Oh yes. Of course, we wouldn't dare go along the seafront in this sort of weather this time of year.
No, not really. An emergency route if you need be, I think. Quite a lot of people here again tonight as we've walked down here. So let's hope we have a record collection.
Yeah, about £11,000 last year, so we hope there's a lot more than that this year, considering there's probably 50,000 in the crowd, perhaps, something like that.
There are a few spaces if anyone hasn't left home and they want to come out and watch. Cooper's Carnival Club was in the Cooper's Arms at Highbridge, and they used to do a little summer entry and a winter entry. Usually a wet fish dangling, so they hit somebody in the face with it.
Okay, that was very interesting looking back at that archive of Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea Carnival.
This is actually in the Highbridge house.
Yeah. And it's also interesting how a lot of the clubs then used to be based in pubs, Barry.
Oh, yes, they did, yeah.
Some of those pubs and clubs are no longer around.
No, a lot of pubs have gone even, let alone the clubs. Yeah.
It's more collectors, it's still the collection today is an important aspect.
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
They used to give a cup to the collectors, didn't they?
Yeah, the highest collector.
Highest cup, used to give a cup. Your mum won it one year, didn't she?
Yeah. They gave her one bucket and she filled it up, so she took it home, being she lived in the centre of town. Left it there, took the kitchen bucket from under the sink and went out with that. And I think it was as much as she could carry. She did very, very well.
And the clubs have gone, changed, improved, haven't they? You know?
We're on to an evening carnival in 1968.
Yes. The film is a lot different today. Yeah.
Got all the tableaux out together, have we?
Okay, so we're just watching the last few minutes of this Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea Carnival from 1968, some of the early illuminated carnival carts, and then we'll hear a few social media messages from tonight's procession. Million people.
Pete Spearpoint, broadcasting live from the High Bridge and Burnham-on-Sea Carnival, broadcasting on behalf of CISP, that's the Carnivals and Somerset Promotion Project. Hope you're all having a good evening. Here to read out some of your messages. Harriet Shelley saying, doing our bit. Seems to be a very big crowd here this evening, and it's a good night for it. Not raining, just a slight breeze. North Petherton Carnival, look out. B. Flaggy is waiting to judge. As you can see, some of the...
so we're back in the middle of town here for the Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea Carnival with some of the entrants now tonight. This is the Highwayman Carnival Club of Shepton Mallet. Can you tell us a bit about yourselves and your entry this year?
Our entry this year was based around a local TV theme called Bob the Builder. He will be taking part at some point, just keep a lookout for him.
Selfie with Bob, maybe?
Yeah, selfie with Bob.
It's been a couple of hard months getting it all done ready, but we think we've pulled it off. We've brought home quite a lot of silverware so far, and hope to bring home some more.
Yeah, so you're one of the clubs that's been on the road for a few months now.
We have. Our first one was the 29th of August, which was Sturminster Newton. So we've literally started all carnivals within the Dorset, Somerset, and even Wiltshire area. So we've been going.
Yeah, and what sort of motivates you to keep involved all those months, get on the road, every week, week after week, day after day almost?
I think it's the crowd really. We like to please the crowd and have fun with everyone, just to get everyone involved. It makes you feel better inside when you get people involved with the...
And the carnival spirit. That's it.
Yeah,
That's what keeps us going.
Yeah, and how important do you think these carnivals are to this place like Highbridge and Burnham?
Very important. We're only a little club ourselves, and we come to little towns, and we hope to get to bigger towns and bring home some trophies.
Yeah, we're just making sure that people are enjoying the carnival, so crowd interaction.
Yeah. And so far this year, a good night Bridgewater the other night?
Yeah, I think we got 4th at Bridgewater. I think everyone loved it. All the crowd at Bridgewater enjoyed it. Had loads of selfies with Bob the Builder. It was a brilliant night.
Yeah, I've seen your Bob the Builder running around the routes for the last few weeks, so looking forward to the rest of the circuit then?
I think we are. We're determined to get more, but we're not here to win. We're here to please everybody and enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, and what sort of numbers of people involved in your club and what their backgrounds and why they get involved?
Mainly family based, started off as, and then friends and family, cousins, aunties, uncles, friends.
Goldfishes.
Yeah. We're just getting bigger.
Yeah. So, going to enjoy tonight then, hopefully?
We will
Definitely.
absolutely love it. Have a smashing time and hope to please everyone around Burnham.
Yeah. So, a big crowd looks like it's going to be tonight, so we're going to see you around the route, back up through here, running and walking about the next half an hour's time. Yeah. So, thank you, Highwayman Carnival Club. So we're going to leave Highwayman Carnival Club now and let them go to the start because they're number 44, so that won't be too long. Then we're going to go along now a bit and talk to actually one of the spectators in the carnival tonight. And we're coming across some spectators here on the other side of the road here. So I understand you're from a very long way away from here.
Yes, we're from Sheffield.
Yeah. And what motivates you to come to this Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea Carnival every year?
It's an absolutely wonderful spectacle. We come for as many carnivals as we can fit in whilst we're on holiday. We've been coming for about 32 years now. Over 30 years.
And what do you really enjoy about these Somerset carnivals, perhaps different to what you might have up in Sheffield?
Well, as far as we can go, we don't have any in Sheffield, really. We used to have the
Such as the Lord Mayor's
Lord
Parade,
Mayor's
but other than
Parade
that,
and
nothing.
one for students did one, but they don't do them now. But these are absolutely fantastic. She found out about them because watching a television programme about 30 odd years ago.
All doing a TV programme.
Oh, that would have been a long time.
Well, that's when our youngest son was just a little boy then. We saw it for the first time on that. And then I think we saw it in a travel agent, didn't we, in Lincoln? And we've been coming ever since, and we wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah. And so do you bring other people down, family, friends from your area?
We brought our son and his girlfriend was then came down one year. and there's some I've given quite a few leaflets out over all over the country.
So what will stand out for you tonight? What sort of entries do you look forward to seeing tonight?
Well, we like any of them and all of them. There's no specific favourites. It's just such a big difference in some of them. It's just marvellous to see. And you've got to admire the work that they put into it and the expense that they have to go to. It's just absolutely fantastic.
So we hope to see you here for many more years to come, hopefully.
Fingers crossed, all being well, yes, certainly will, my love.
Yes, okay, well thank you for talking to us. You're probably one of the furthest travelled spectators tonight from Sheffield. And actually it won't be too far along, some of the pre-procession's actually starting to come along behind us. And we see some of the spectators. We're going to move to talk to some of the marshals tonight from Frome Carnival. Here we are, yes, getting ready, sustenance ready for the carnival tonight. So it's Keith Berry here from Frome Carnival. What's your role tonight, Keith?
I'm a marshal tonight, grade marshal, yeah.
So what are some of your challenges tonight you're going to be facing and what are you looking forward to?
I think fundamentally you've got to watch out for people fainting, which has happened in the past. Okay, it's a very important issue, that is. Obviously, any road traffic like this lot might cause problems, but eventually it's keeping the crowd back on the pavements, behind white lines, and generally making sure they are safe. That's what it's all about.
And your other colleagues here looking forward to tonight? Been enjoying the carnival season so far around Somerset, Wiltshire, Dorset?
Yes. We've done all the Wessex Circuit, Marshall, and run our own Frome Carnival. And then we come and we're doing all of these as well.
So we started in August and we finish in Glastonbury in November.
I know, we know about that. So, Enter June, you're one of the main organisers of Frome Carnival. Tell us a bit about the organisation and the challenges behind it.
Well, we have to prepare obviously very early in the year, make sure that we've got enough marshals, enough judges, we've got barriers, we've got toilets, as well as getting all the entry forms out and the competition for our Carnival Queens and Miss Teenager and Gran and Little Queen.
It's the funding that gets harder and harder every year, isn't it, to get the sponsors to pay for everything because it's so expensive. Insurance and barriers and everything goes up and up and up. And we just need more people to help us.
And these carnivals, Burnham-on-Sea tonight, Frome that you're from, how important are they to the local community, the society, the economy of the area?
I think it brings in a lot of money to the area, especially out of season at seaside places. It lengthens their tourist season, really. So
a lot of people do come down to stay. I mean, we've stayed overnight ourselves, but a lot of the spectators come down and stay at local, homes and hotels and they
bring their caravans and their motorhomes.
Unfortunately, a lot of finance goes out of the towns because of the vendors and the balloon sellers and so on and so forth, which is a shame really because they don't really contribute that much to the area at all, which is a shame. I know they give a few bits and pieces in the way of donation, but the money they make that goes out to the towns is incredible, absolutely incredible.
But on a more positive note, hopefully the collection will be up tonight. Hopefully about 11,600 here last year. The collection's very important.
It is, yes, because that's what it's all about, really, raising money for funds.
The various charities, that's what it's for, really. I mean, you need to take enough or to run enough events in the first place to be able to put your carnival on, but you also want tonight everybody to, if they all gave £1, you'd have enough money, you'd have plenty of money.
Yeah.
And you'd be to help a lot more people. Because Frome Carnival has its own registered charity and we help local people only in need. So if everybody in Frome Carnival that supported it gave £1, we'd have plenty for years to come.
You couldn't get any more shows like it for that price.
No, certainly not, and that's what we're going to be seeing here in Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea Carnival any minute tonight now. In fact, if you want to relive the carnival, actually see this carnival, if you're not here tonight, you can actually see it on a DVD. You can purchase 87,000 LED lamps, a very different lighting effect from the Marketeers Carnival Club in Bridgewater and the Battle for Atlantis. Various other things around the DVD, all of the entries, commentary behind the entries, and get an idea of what's going on here tonight in Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea Carnival. So details of that on this screen now. And the carnival's about to start. It started at the start just now, about 7:30, and there'll be about 2.5 hours of spectacular entertainment you can relive many, many times over. So we've seen some of the entrants tonight We've seen some of the history behind the carnival, some of the spectators here, all the way from Sheffield, the marshals that are behind it, all of the other elements behind this carnival. Hopefully you're interacting with this. We're going to have more CISP Carnival TV live broadcasts from Weston-super-Mare Carnival on Friday night, North Petherton on Saturday night, and then the finale at Glastonbury Chiltwell Guy Fawkes Carnival, which is 2 Saturdays' time. So after tonight, there's still 5-6 carnivals to come. But any minute now, Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea Carnival will be coming down the road. And also you'll be able to see some footage here coming on the screen of last year's carnival here at Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea, the 2014 carnival, in this very same position last year, to give you a flavour of what's to come in this 2015 carnival. So we leave you a bit of the archive footage from last year's Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea carnival procession. It's got 87,000 LED lamps, a very different lighting effect from the Marketeers Carnival Club in Bridgewater and the Battle for Atlantis. The Battle of Atlantis, the Lost City. And this came second place in local feature at Bridgewater Carnival. The idea there in the screen, the original type of lighting, LED and coloration effect of this car. And they're dancing to 1,000 ships of the underworld. Captain is Steve Trucks, designers Chris Singleton and Nick Hallett, model makers Roger Murphy and Mike Borden, and Tony Seymour. But only 350 kVA of power on here. But it's the lighting that's very original and very appropriate for this Atlantis theme. There it goes down the world. The Battle of Atlantis there, the Lost City, a great entry, spectacular for marketeers and very innovative and original lighting. And we move on to the first place winner at Bridgewater Carnival in the comic feature class, and this is Papa from the Kerry Comedians Carnival Club of Castle Kerry. And this is loosely based, they say, on the musical Oliver, with the German beer keller in Oktoberfest. You can see the beer wenches and the men in lederhosen on here. "37 years in the carnival from the White Hart, Castle Kerry. The captain is John Osmond, designers Nicky Kelly and Tracy Higgins. So Papa there, the music Jodie Prenger from the stage show Oliver. So Papa there, winners already this carnival season from the Kerry Comedians Carnival Club of Castle Kerry. Moving on to one of the other giant feature carts here tonight, presented by the Vagabonds Carnival Club of Bridgewater. And this is Wrecked, a pirate theme with the rocking boats here. Popular theme of the carnival this year, Pirates. This is a particularly good entry. based at the Admiral's Landing in Bridgewater, and they've been going for 67 years. Captain is Darren Hooper, designer club effort, costumes by Jackie Towell, Sue Cole and Nova Puddy. What we call one of the more moody, evocative carnival themes this year. And they're back to their 100 foot after just having the tractor and generator last year, Vagabonds. Electricians Mark Cole, Kev Parsons, Simon Court, Phil Court, Brian Lavis, Simon Court, Rob Cooper, Andrew Coos and Derek Cooper. Thanks to everyone who helped them in 2014 there, wrecked from the Vagabonds Carnival Club of Bridgewater. Behind Vagabonds, we're going to move to the first tableau entry in tonight's procession, presented by the Pentathlon Carnival Club, North Petherton. Circus entry, roll up, roll up.
Roll up, roll up, ladies and gentlemen, girls and
It's great to
boys.
see Pentathlon on the road with a great entry because they were severely affected by the flooding earlier in the year on the Somerset levels. The shed was 6 to 8 foot underwater for a long time, so it's great to see them with a 100-foot cart. 43 years in the carnival from the Walnut Tree Hotel, North Petherton. Captains Paul Foster and Tim Fackrell. Design Paul, Tim and the rest of the club. Models by Graham Marson. Costumes Margaret Marson and Pauline Haitian. There's 25 members in Pentathlon. They're aged 18 to 90. And of course, they'd like to thank everyone who's helped them get on the road this year. And they'd also like to remember Vice President Ken Hooper, who sadly passed away this year. So great effort there from the Pentathlon Carnival Club of North Petherton. So this is a Newmarket Carnival Club of Bridgewater, comic entry. And it's I Want to Be Like You. And apparently the theme here, I was trying to work out Bridgewater the other night, but it's the Planet of the Apes taking over the world. So they're taking over various services and vehicles on here. That's going to be I Want to Be Like You by the Swinging Fireballs. This is their 38th year in the carnival for the Newmarket Hotel Bridgewater. Captain Barry Hill, cart designer Sean Jones. (17 to 67 is the age in the group, so 50 years between them. And they say there's lots of power and loud sound this year, so great entry there again as usual from the Newmarket Carnival Club. This is the Queen of the Nights, Karina Haynes from Frome. Of the juvenile single masqueraders. And this is the Myanmar Puppets. Sam Vatra Jr.'s Carnival Club of Westbury, and great models and costumes here. Puppeteering entry, very colourful, great individual or juvenile pair here. And we move on to the first of the juvenile mounted carts this evening, and this is the Marina Sydenham Juvenile Carnival Club from Bridgewater. Flying to Rio. And this is Rio Carnival meets Rio the film. They won first place in Bridgewater Carnival. Last year they were the county champions, winning 7 out of 7 with a jitterbug boogie. And Marina Sydenham have been in the carnival for 49 years from the Blake Arms at Bridgewater. Captain is Richard Humphrey, designer Scott Blackburn. And there's 17 children on this cart, aged 7 to 14 years old. The winner of local feature Bridgewater Carnival this year with the magnificent entry presented by the Gremlins Carnival Club of Bridgewater. And this is Brunel's Kingdom, the shipyard. Just take this in. Probably the best entry this year. They say the workers are busy building a new ship, using the cranes and testing the ship's new parts. Very original, great entry from Gremlins.
Pay attention to none of your lip. But I brought you 5 lads and their daddy.
Captain is Dave Clapp, designers Dave Clapp, Paul Marsh, Matt Knapp and Paul Redman. Models by Wayne Anker, costume coordinator Katie Prowse. Great entry there, look at it all rocking and moving. Music, what have we got by Sting? So that's Brunel's Kingdom, the shipyard. May well be the county winner this year in the feature class from the Gremlins Carnival Club of Bridgewater. And this is Little Excalibur from the Highwayman Carnival Club. And they say a ship has crashed and the mermaid is trying to save the pirates from devils. The main features here, the pirate ships and demons painted on the back of the ship. Last year they were the Dandy Highwaymen. This is their 4th year in the Carnival from Shepton Mallet. Captain and designer Dan O'Slee. Costumes by Gemma Blackmore and Debbie Mulder. Highwaymen have got about 17 to 20 members, aged 10 to their mid-40s. This is Fire and Ice, the battle begins, from the Bridgewater Bells. So this is a group that sort of started out as a major entry, but has developed into a full-blown walking group. So Fire and Ice, the battle begins. 2 tribes go to war over power, love and murder. Captain, designer and model maker Linda Godfrey. Costumes by Joe Ingram. Music, Mitternacht and Watte Unsner by Inami. They'd like to give a huge thanks to all their supporters and helpers. They've been running for 21 years, with 16 members aging from 10 to 23. As we move on to the Carnivals in Somerset Promotion Project, and that's Stan Light, the president of the Wessex Circuit of Carnivals, which ran for 8 carnivals prior to this Somerset County Circuit. Following behind is the mobile exhibition van. Travels all over the West Country promoting our spectacular carnivals. And with the new image shown on the side, that was the Ramblers Carnival Club County Cup winner from 2013, the Swarm Force. More information, resources on the Somerset Carnivals, go to www.cispp.org.uk. Tableau winners of the 2014 Carnival season. Very emotional, evocative entry presented by the Hucky Duck Carnival Club of Colford, and it's in Flanders Fields. Of course, in the centenary of the World War I, this is to commemorate that particular war and portrays what life may have been like in the trenches. The tractor shows the command headquarters, the main cart shows the trenches, and on the generator you can see one of the World War I tanks. They've been in the Carnival for 37 years from the King's Head, Colford. Captain Mike Brixey designer Paula Brixey. So a great entry there in Flanders Fields from Hucky Duck Carnival Club. Wild at Heart Fantasy Carnival Club from Bridgewater. Just tucked in behind there. This is the Curse of Athena from the Academy of Carnival. And this is also the Academy of Carnival. This is Mike Daniels. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's... there he is. Entering the class for the disabled. Set high in the sky above the carnival procession, you'll see a truly amazing visual effect. So make sure you keep your eyes on the sky or you'll miss out. That's Mike Daniels of Street. As we move on, behind Mike there in the Academy of Carnival, we move on to the Mendevale Carnival Club from Wales. And their 2014 entry. And it's Attractions Abandoned. And this depicts an abandoned fairground. Very original entry from Mendevale. They've been in the carnival for 49 years, based in Schurston in Wales. And the music, once again, Papa from Oliver. And on here you can see the various abandoned attractions you'd expect to see in a fairground. Last year's entry, Merry Christmas, so a bit of a variation this year. And as we move on to the Wick Carnival Club of Glastonbury. And they are the Norsemen. So a Viking theme, a very good entry from Wick Carnival Club this year. Based on the Mitre in Glastonbury, and they build at the Butler Carnival Park. About to do some live TV here. So if you want to buy the 2015 DVD, that was the 2014 DVD that we've just been looking at. So the 2015 DVD from Moving Art is available at this web address, Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea Carnival, £15, either DVD or Blu-ray, available from this web address. And you'll be able to see the 2 hours of spectacular entertainment about to follow, an example of which you just saw from last year, from 2014. So from Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea Carnival tonight, goodbye. Hope you buy the DVD and see you next year.